Bonafide Hustler here, and today I just want to talk to you about something really quick, and that is how to buy and resell cowboy boots. What's going on, guys and gals? Chris the Bonafide Hustler coming to you live from the inside of my garage, and today we're going to be talking about cowboy boots. What to look for, how to buy, how to resell them, that kind of stuff. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at the Bonafide Hustler, and you can get the free money-making guide right here. It's the first link down below. It'll teach you 50 items to look for at thrift stores and garage sales that you can resell for great money. All right, so let's talk about how to buy and resell boots when you find them at thrift stores or garage sales or places like that. So the very first thing that you want to deal with when you're dealing with boots is you want to look, I guess, inside the actual shaft. And you want to see if this is a boot that's leather on the outside and the inside. So that's really important because like cheap boots that you could find in like Target, flea markets, a lot of times will have a kind of cloth interior. So the very first step is, is this leather on the exterior, right? That's important, okay? And leather, you can kind of just tell it's leather. Sometimes you can smell that it's leather, but you want to look down the shaft and you want to see also leather inside here. That's really important, okay? So that's gonna be the first thing is, it looks like a boot. Is it leather? Is it cowboy as well? Cowboy kind of looks like this, right? And it will have sometimes this right here. We will have different kinds of toes when it comes to cowboy boots as well. This one's called a snip toe, right? It looks like it's been snipped. They have round toe, there's cavalry toe, there's all kinds of different toes out there, and there's like different styles of cowboy boots. We have ropers, we have ankle ones, but the general look of a cowboy boot is gonna look something like this. Now let's switch it up a little bit and talk about this boot, for example, right? This one compared to this one is a little bit kind of smaller, you can see, right? So it's just one of those things that you might find ones that look like this. You might find cowboy boots that are a little bit, shorter than this. They're starting to look like more ankle type. Something to start thinking about. Here's also a snip toe as well, right? When you're dealing with cowboy boots, remember the first thing is to see if it's actually leather, okay? Leather on the exterior, leather on the interior. We do the check on this one. See how it's nice and smooth inside, looks good. That's not actual fabric. That's good, we like that. Now, the second thing that you want to kind of determine is what's the composition of this boot, okay? Now that means, is the composition cowhide? Is it something more exotic, such as like a rattlesnake or caiman belly or, stingray, things like that. And yes, they make boots out of those things as well. And we have one here to show you. Those are actually called exotics, okay? And those are kind of the direction of the boots that you really want to be looking for, right? Now, when you're dealing with an actual boot that is not an exotic, then a two-tone pattern is going to be preferable, okay? Or heavily tooled or embroidered is going to be what you want to look for, okay? When you're dealing with cowboy boots that are just one color, okay, then an exotic is going to be really the direction you want to kind of look for. If it's one color, okay, you want to be dealing with brands that are strong because really the money is in exotic boots, two-toned, strong brand boots. So let's talk about those brands real quick. The brands I like to mess with, Lucchese, Tony Lama, Justin, Corral, what else? Dan Post, Larry Mahans. I think that's pretty much the ones that I like to look for. Anything outside of that, yeah, there's some outliers, but those are the main ones you want to look for. These happen to be some Dan Posts right here. And Dan Post, if we look at the checks, right? Is it an exotic? This one, no, this is actually normal cowhide. Heavily tooled, embroidered? Yes, right? Lots of tooling, decent embroidery. Is it two-toned? Yes, it's actually tri-toned if you think about it. One color, other color, other color. That's tri-toned, really. Two-tone, good enough, right? So this one's passing the checks pretty good. Another thing you want to look for is when you deal with an exotic or a cowboy boot or just a normal, cowhide two-tone boot like this, you're going to want to look at the sole. Now, a lot of times when you get boots at a store, you're gonna be finding a sole that looks a lot like this. Now, if you see a hole here or something like that, I usually don't like to mess with a boot like that unless it's like $1 at a garage sale and it happens to be like an exotic. Then I will throw it in my booth for X amount of money because most boots can be resold. But a lot of times if you're at a thrift store or something like that and it's like 10 bucks, or in a garage sale and it's 10 bucks and it's got a hole or some significant wear right about here, I'm not buying that boot. The other place that you're gonna be wanting to look for significant wear, okay, is gonna be right here at the main crease, where the main crease of the boot will be. See how it's creasing really, really good right there? That means a lot of the stress is right where I'm putting my finger, right here. See that? See that stress point right there? So this is where you wanna look, and it's very important. Any kind of boot, cowhide or exotics, you wanna look right about there. And if you flip it around and you do that same bend, you see where that crease is occurring right about here? That's where you really wanna look for like an extended deep crack. If you see an extended deep crack, I don't buy a boot when I see that. I just don't, right? So that's this kind of boot, great. Let's look at an exotic. Here's a boot that my girlfriend bought the other day, and she's learning the hustle, and it makes me so proud when, and I'm not even kidding, 4 days before she found this boot, I sat her down and we looked at eBay, and she was asking about cowboy boots, and I was like, let me show you some things to look for. And I was like, here's some normal cowhide, what they buy and resell for, and here is what exotics sell for. And then she was like, well, what's an exotic? And I was like, it's any of these. It's ostrich, rattlesnake, caiman belly, stingray. I mean, you have full quill, smooth quill ostrich as well, right? So there's a lot of cool stuff. There's even lizard. And she's like, wow, this is so fascinating. And 4 days later, guess what she finds at the thrift store for 20 bucks? She actually found, I think these are Dan Post, right? There we go. These are Dan Post, as you can see, exotics, right? So it's a single color. It's not two-toned. Does it have heavy amounts of embroidery? The embroidery, yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but the embroidery is the stitching, and there's a lot of embroidery. We can see a whole lot of it. But the most important part about this boot is that it's an actual exotic boot. This is a lizard. I think it's called a Teju lizard. See? This is lizard. Pretty neat, right? So yeah, she found this on her own 4 days after being taught barely about exotics. She finds this and she sends me a picture. She's like, is this good? And I saw it and I was like, I know that's lizard. And she goes, is that good? And I was like, yeah, that's what you learned. So I'd buy it, you know? It's probably gonna resell for around 120 to 160, to be honest with you. The bottom looks like this. It's a pretty good bottom, right? If we look, we can even see little hash marks right there. And that's a sign of like, this thing has not been really used that much. So I said she spent 20 bucks on it. The price tag says $21.49. She probably walked out the door spending like 23, 24. But this is something you want to look for. Now, if this boot was even a stronger brand than Dan Post, if it was a Lucchese, for example, and that's my favorite brand to find because there's such a huge following to Lucchese boots. Oh, and there's one more brand that I just totally forgot about that kind of came around recently that you should be looking out for too. It's called Tecovas. Tecovas, Tecovas. Yeah, that brand is starting to make some rounds. Look out for that brand. Right here, if this was a Lucchese boot that was Teju Lizard or whatever, then it would probably be close to like 200 bucks. So in this condition, which is nice. It's almost like a cherry wine kind of look to it. Beautiful boot. So nice find. We go back to the boot that I was originally holding up in the very first part of this video. And this right here is made by a company called Corral. And Corral is one of the boot brands I told you to look out for, but they typically make heavily tooled in wilder color kind of boots, specifically, not specifically, but kind of for women. So yeah, we have a Corral boot right here. This was a $11 find the other day at a thrift store. Probably will resell for around $140. We do the check on this. Outside looks like, you know, cowhide leather, good. Inside looks great, shaft looks good. We look at the main crease. Okay, so we're gonna look right around here. That looks great to me. And I'm gonna turn it around and go like that. Main crease has no significant, you know, it's not broken or cracked right here, so that's great. We'll look at the underside. Underside looks pretty good. You can even see Corral through there, it says it. And the heel, we still even see the little lines on this one. So this is a great condition kind of boot. For $11, it's a no-brainer. And it has the cool pink kind of accents to it. It's gonna sell probably pretty fast. The interesting thing about this boot is that this is the second boot that my girlfriend found. We found an identical pair of this 2 months ago when she was first starting her reselling journey. And that boot sold under a week. She was $26 into it. And that boot sold for $169. And here we are 2 months later and she finds the exact same boot, all right? A little different of a size, same condition and everything. Now we're pricing it a little bit higher, sending out offers around $189, things like that. But this boot right here, I believe, was maybe $11 or $15. She bought it, you know, what a nice boot. So I hope this tutorial kind of helps you understand a little bit about boots. And if I've got you to this far in the video, consider this one thing. On the first link down below, I'm gonna take my famous Shoes to Bucks guide, and if you're listening and you're still here, I'll mark it down to $20. You can learn this crazy shoe game, and boots are in there too. The craziest game ever. I mean, the income stream is so fun. I'll mark it to 20 bucks. It'll be in this video, first link down below. Don't pass up this opportunity. You can make a ton of money on shoes. I'm just covering a tiny piece of it with this video. But I figure if I got you guys this far and you want to take your hustling game to the next level, buy this guide. First link down below, 20 bucks. You're gonna learn a lot. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed all the content and I'll see you on the next Bonafide Hustler video. Take it easy. Goodbye.